Hey guys, I'm Matt the Woodshed Barber, and today we're talking about the Caliber 50 cal BMG. So guys, the Caliber 50 cal BMG. This is my first tool from Caliber that I've reviewed. Let's talk about the power of this thing.
Pop the hood. 2JZ engine, no shit.
So guys, the power of the 50 cal is pretty on par with a lot of other clippers. It's a 10 watt linear magnetic motor that has 10,000 RPMs. Now, if that seems familiar to you, well, to me this cuts a lot like the Mythic. A lot like the X-Ergo from Gamma. It has that quality to it. It's got a nice low hum, which a little louder than the other two, but it's a very powerful clipper. So it's got that low hum, it's got all that power. It's got 3 hours of runtime, which, I mean, that's a perk there. Now, if you need more runtime than that, they also have two other versions of the 50 cal. Now it looks completely different. The handle is completely different. Everything's different. However, they've got one that's got 8 hours of runtime. I wish the higher tier companies would start copying some of the things that this company's doing, because they are on a different level right now. They're kind of taking the best of what all these different companies are doing and just putting it all together, and I'm very impressed. But as far as power goes, to me, it has the power to go through at least, I'd say 70 to 80% of the bulk that I encounter, especially if you put a deep tooth blade on this, which I'm big on the deep tooth. It does come with a shallow tooth, which I'm not the biggest fan of. Got plenty of power to go through almost anything. It's also got a nice high RPM, which I'm developing a liking for having a high RPM for a fading clipper. For me, if you're going to go through bulk, you need kind of a lower speed. Power, I would say more power than like the X-Ergo or the Mythic, but it's a familiar motor. It feels comfortable. I'm going to say 8 out of 10.
You're in dire need of an upgrade. Systemic, top to bottom.
So guys, the design of this thing, oh, it's killer. I mean, take a look at that. It's just, that's a pretty clipper, man. That's just, it feels super comfortable in the hand. I like the indent around where the power button is. It means you just don't accidentally grip it. You actually have to push down on it. It's a little long, but not in a bad way. I was curious about how this weird kind of shield coffin type shape would work out, but all in all, guys, I really like it. It's got this little area right there that my thumb just tends to want to go towards. The click on it feels really comfortable. It's kind of tight, but sometimes I'd rather have my click be tight than too loose.
Really? Nothing.
So for me, that's a win. Another thing about the design of it is, for a top tier clipper, you don't see this happen a lot. It's got the regular charging port right there, but it also has USB charging as well. And when it comes to design, they also give you choices. The black and the silver lid as well. Now, I went with the gold just because I don't know what it is. It's a 50 cal. The name of the company is Caliber. You know, looks like a shell. I don't know. That's just what I'm liking about it. But design, I'm gonna have to go 9 out of 10 on this one. It's great design, great concept. I'm loving it.
Look out!
Let's talk about this blade. Now, the thing that I'm loving so much about what Caliber did, with this one at least, now granted, this is the first clipper I've used from them, so that's the caveat. It comes with a fade blade. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of just diving into a fade blade. I'd rather have kind of a combination blade like the Vapor blade or a taper blade. However, that's where this company just knocks it out of the park. because they realize that, you know what, not just giving people options as far as this goes, not just giving people options as far as the charging capabilities go, they wanted to give you options as far as the blade goes. So it comes with the fade blade on it, which is what that right there is. Nice fade blade. But it also came with a taper blade. And it's a good taper blade too. I really liked it. So giving you options like that, even if, let's say one of them was a subpar blade, you've got another option for a blade that is also high quality. But the thing is, they're both high quality. As far as fade blades go, I like the way that this one feels. It's got a super smooth surface on the back of it. It feels like a different kind of coating. It says DLC, taper blade, and fade blade, but it feels like a different kind of coating. I don't know what it is. But I really like the taper blade from the 50 cal. It's top blade. So because of the options, blade, I'm giving it an 11 out of 10.
Because the way that my bank account is set up, the thing is, I got a checking in the savings, but all my money is in the savings. I don't think my card is going to go through.
So the cost of this thing, whenever it comes to top tier clippers of this caliber, you usually see, you know, starting off at 220, 230. I'm thinking about the Instinct. I'm thinking about the Mythic. I'm thinking about the X-Ergo. If you're wanting a clipper like those, but don't want to pay that kind of cost, you can get this on Amazon right now for, I think, $160. I think that's around what I paid for it, around $160. Crazy. Now, when it comes to cost, what all you get with this is what makes it even more crazy. So yes, it comes with a black, silver, or gold lids, which I'm actually liking that combination of choices for you. Not always the pink or the greens or the, you know, whatever. I like those options. It comes with a charging dock. It comes with a charging cable that is USB, so it's not just straight to a cord. It also has a USB charging cord, just in case you need that too. It comes with a charging block. It comes with an extra blade. It comes with, now this is where it was interesting to me that they stopped it here, but if you think about it, most of us experienced barbers are going to stop at guard number 4. So it comes with 5 guards, 5 single magnetic guards, the half, 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's just, they give you tons of options with this thing. And so for all that, for $160, cost, guys, I'm going to have to say 9 out of 10.
They've done studies, you know. 60% of the time, it works every time.
So guys, performance on this thing, with the exception of going through heavy bulk, it's top tier. It's top tier. It's kind of hard to say it's perfect because it doesn't go through bulk, but I'm gonna have to say performance, it's 9 out of 10. So overall feelings about the 50 cal BMG, I'm just gonna have to say that for a tool of this price, for a tool of this quality with all the options, I'm super impressed. I think that if you, let's say you're getting past your starter kit out of school, or you're just looking to diversify your feelings about different clipper companies, maybe you never really connected with Babyliss, maybe you never really liked the feeling of the X-Ergo, but you're wanting that quality of clipper. Caliber is not to be slept on with this. Now granted, I've not used their 9mm, I've not used their 38 or the 357 or what, well, all those little caliber clippers that they've got. But for this right here to be my starting one with them, man, it's a big impression. Big first impression. If I didn't already love and was not so used to the X-Ergo, this would be on my station permanently. So it's worth a try, guys. I mean, if you're looking for a clipper of this quality, this is a good one to get. There's only one thing I would suggest. The only thing I would improve on this is whenever you look at the pictures, they can be deceiving. Now, I understand that sometimes photographers use stuff like this because of glare, because of lighting issues, whatever. But all the pictures I saw of these, whenever it showed them being used, were photoshopped. And I can tell because, you know, it comes with the black lid. I changed it to the gold. Now, gold and silver, you expect it to be kind of shiny, you know, gold and chrome, whatever. But in all the pictures, the black looked like it was like a matte black. It's not. It's super glossy. So I wish that maybe they would follow suit like with what Gamma did with the X-Ergo and come out with a flat version of those lids. Maybe even, honestly, wish list here. If they could come out with a flat black that has that same grip that's on the TPOB stuff, man, if that was the case, I might not be getting rid of this. But I do have a buddy of mine who wants to buy it from me, and so that's where it's going to be going. I think that this is a great clipper. Overall impressions of this is a 9.5, and that's hard to beat. So if you're in the market for a new clipper and you do not want to spend $200 for what is a over $200 style clipper, this is a good one to get. Well guys, I appreciate you watching this review. I am very passionate about trying to bring education to the barber community, and so we'll see where it goes from here. I've got some ideas, some plans. We'll see where it goes. But also feel free to comment down below some clippers you would like to see some reviews on. Also different ideas for some videos. I've actually made a couple videos based off your guys' recommendations. So I love this little community we're building. Please remember, keep it kind, keep it humble, and as always, I'll check you on the next one.
I cried like a 10-year-old girl.